All right, we're going to talk about Giulia here. We're going to talk about Giulia. Now, we know that she competed for the NXT Women's Championship. Um, she had a one-on-one match against Roxanne Perez, and it was for the title. We know that was a very highly anticipated match. Biggest challenger for Roxanne Perez NXT Women's Championship, and the biggest match of Giulia since she did do that. So we'll talk about what's next for her since she didn't win. We know that this was a very highly anticipated match. This is good for these two. Like I said, Giulia, she brought everything she could to Roxanne. She gave her everything. And actually, the match has started off very well between these two. It really did. I thought it went out very well. Roxanne, she gave it to Giulia. Giulia gave it to Roxanne. It was a very good back and forth. If you guys remember, these both these women, they brought it. They brought it like no other. So I'm not mad about that at all. Simone, you said Julia should have won. Um, I would say no. I disagree. I said this before. Julia, great talent. She looks good in the ring, but she had just arrived on NXT, and I don't believe it was her time to win. Considering the fact she only been in NXT a little over a month. She did debut at NXT No Mercy. I didn't think her time was ready. I still didn't think it was ready. I said, there's no way they're going to do this. I just didn't see it happening. And it turned out I was right. Now, I talked about this on my other channel, guys. If you guys don't know, if you're not familiar with it, some of you guys are, some of you are not familiar with it. I do have another channel, and my channel is, yes, it's Pink Square Circle. And it's this, I said that, people, and that's Pink Square Circle. I said that she was not going to win. I said that, and like I said, it became a reality. Now, if you guys remember, I spoke about this on my other channel. Now, for those who don't know, I want to talk about it once again. Why Julia did not win the NXT Women's Championship. And I actually said this not too long ago on my channel, actually. I said this not too long ago. I say she has no reason to win right now. It does not make sense at all. I mean, like I said, I had a good theory about this, and I actually said this. Actually, September 26th, I said this. I play it for you guys right now. I said this women's NXT Championship. I would say outside interference during this matchup for October 1st. Now, there are several names that comes to mind when I think of who's going to interfere in this match, who's going to cost Julia but help Roxanne at the same time. One name I would say is Cora Jade. Cora Jade, we know she's had history with Roxanne Perez. They were NXT Women Tag Team Champions together when those championships were active. Cora did turn on Roxanne, and I'm pretty sure that maybe she may align herself with Roxanne, and when she comes back from an injury, maybe cost Julie in the process. So that is one possibility. Cora J, we know she's been training, she's been in the gym, she's been showing us on social media that she's been working out, she's training, and she's ready to get back. See, that was back in September 26th. I spoke about this, and it turned out it was, like I said, a reality. It was called out the way I said it. Cora J did interfere in the match, just like I thought she would. She did get involved. She got involved, cost Julia the match, and I said that her and Roxanne may link up again. And now, since she did cause Julia the matchup, now that Julia's out of, not gonna be fighting for belt, now I can see a feud. We can see a feud in the near future. But what feud? Question is, what feud are we gonna get out of some situation here? And since she did cost her the belt, and it did turn out that Roxanne ended up retaining, because Roxanne, she is still champ as far as I'm concerned. Since it came down to this, like I thought, What's going to be the next move for Giulia? I could say a possibility, maybe a Giulia and Cora Jade feud. Maybe it's a feud between these two, Cora Jade and Giulia could have a one-on-one feud. And I said it too. Cora Jade said it. I say whoever comes in, a veteran, Cora Jade's going to say, "Hey, who you think you are who you think you are coming in getting an NXT Women's Championship match? You just got here. I've been for years. You're not about to walk in and walk over us." That's like what happened. These two could have a feud. It could start with Cora Jade and Giulia, or possibly since Roxanne is linked back up with Cora, possibly they talk backstage about it. They could be allies once again because Cora gave Roxanne a prop, say you're still NXT women's champion. You know, she said, "I like the woman you become." Maybe we can get a double team. Maybe it's Giulia and Stephanie Vaquer. You know, they were rivals. They have history just like Cora and Roxanne do. They could team up and take on Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez. That could be a very much a possibility here. I could see that happen between these two women, you know. And I said that. I said, hey, it's possible. It's possible. We don't have to be on one with Julia and Cora Jade. It could be a tag team between Roxanne and Roxanne and Cora versus Julia and Stephanie Vaquer. It could be Cora and Roxanne, Julia and Stephanie. It could be very well be. Now, since Julia only, they haven't had that much experience, she's going to need more matches on NXT, and I would say also become a heel before she could finally capture the NXT Women's Championship. That's what's going to have to take for Julia to win that title. She's not ready. She just got there. And I know people were saying what comment, well, Ethan Page just won for the men's championship. But Ethan Page, that's a whole different scenario. The men's division is not stacked like the NXT women's division. And also, Julia's been wrestling for 7 years, as I stated in my video on Pink Square Circle, compared to Ethan Page, who's been wrestling for over 15 years. So Ethan had way more experience. Two completely different scenarios. You can't compare the two. You just can't. And I said it too. Julia was not going to win the title, and I was right. We thought she was going to end it with this title, but it turns out she didn't. Very highly anticipated match with Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship, but it turned out she's not champion. And like I said, she got some time to grow as far as being on the NXT Women's roster. I'm not saying she will never become champion. I think she has what it very well takes to become NXT Women's Champion, but not right now at this current time. It's not her time yet. Roxanne needs to solidify herself as NXT Women's Champion, and she can only do that, as I stated before in the video. She has to defeat Giulia, not just Giulia. I would say Stephanie Vaquer, who's going to be the next challenger for the title. And also, they had a vignette of Delta that was on the NXT CW premiere. So they have to do that to build as champion. Because I said it before, Roxanne is going to be built as one of the top NXT Women's Champions of all time. And that's the only way you could build her up that way. If you don't build her up that way, it starts to make Roxanne look weak. Julia will get her shine and her opportunity. She's going to be NXT Women's Champion one day, but I prefer her to be a heel because I know she's half Italian, half Japanese. I think that to go most successful women that are Japanese, they're mostly heel. Look at Asuka, Io Sky, two former NXT Women's Champion. I know Kairi Sane was also an NXT Women's Champion. I don't think she was a heel. I think she was more of a babyface. I could be wrong about that. But I do remember Asuka having a monster run. Io had a monster run. They were both heels, and Julia will follow suit and be a heel as well. As I say before, she definitely has what it takes to become a future women's NXT Women's Champion, but not right now. You know, they say you can't rush greatness. Why rush it with Julia? She has plenty of time. She could even capture the NXT Women's North American Championship before winning this title. But until then, it's only going to be Julia. Just Julia, no title in hand. Not as of right now. I just don't see it. I don't see it happen right now. It's not a knock on her either. I don't see that either. But other than that, though, guys, that's all I have regarding why Giulia. What's next for Giulia? Since she didn't win the NXT Women's Championship, you guys let me know in the live chat in the comment section below. What do you think of this whole scenario here? I would love to hear what you guys got to say about it. It's going to be definitely amazing. Definitely amazing. So it's going to be a good one. So I think Julia just needs some time to develop, give her some time to grow. She'll get there. Trust me, she will get there. If you rush it, then it's not going to be good. It's going to be similar to Ethan Pace championship run. So we want this to be organic, natural, and just right. So you guys click on the links below for the content here. Check it out. You guys already know what it is at this point. I will see you guys later on the next one. OUT. See you guys next one. Let's check. Let's have a good week.